Over the weekend, they actually added an escalator near the auditorium. So let me check it out. Let me show you guys. It's pretty cool. It's pretty high tech. I've got to say this is probably one of my favorite additions to the school that they've done recently. All right, well, I'm gonna head back up now. Did I just go down a time machine walking path? That was weird, wasn't it, guys? Well, welcome back to the new and improved Miami Beach Senior High News. It's been exactly 1 year, 3 months, and 12 days. If you didn't know, that's something like 11,000 hours or 600 something minutes. Either way, it's been a while. A lot has happened. I'll tell you a little bit. Taylor Swift started dating Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce sort of put Taylor Swift on the map, sort of. DeMar Hamlin had this whole thing. That was rough. Poor guy. A lot happened, just to say the least. Just to say the least. But either way, we're back for a new and improved Miami Beach Senior High News 2024 edition. Our first ever segment, this is a very big honor, our first ever segment ever as Miami Beach Senior High News will be, drumroll please, an interview with Mr. Cabrera. We are going to talk to him about the college application process and what it means. Well, see you in a few minutes. We're here with Mr. Cabrera to interview about the college process and applying to colleges. Today is Friday, so it's college gear day. So what are some common misconceptions about college or mistakes made in the application process?
Great question. I'll go something simple. Big mistake is your name. A lot of students have a specific name on their social security card or like documents and stuff like that. And then they have a name in the system that doesn't match. Another mistake a lot of students do have or commit is waiting too long. You should definitely apply as early as possible, which leads to a misconception, which a lot of kids think that just because there's a November 1st deadline doesn't mean I can apply in September. And this is more my opinion. I would say a lot of students are, in my opinion, stuck on brand. I think it's more important what you study than where you go.
What tips do you have for writing personal statements and supplementals?
Okay, tips. Number one, don't wait till the last minute. Number two, write multiple drafts. Number three, I would say give it for a peer review, or in a sense, someone that's not a friend. I would say someone, not acquaintance, but someone that you have maybe in a classroom. Also have a teacher look at it. You want to make sure you concentrate on you and not like if you're actually saying, my mother's my inspiration or these obstacles that I've overcome. You definitely want to focus on you. The essay should be about you and no one else, not even the thing you're writing about. It should be how you were affected. And then it also should express your voice. So what is the essay saying about you, your voice, and in a sense, the growth that you have experienced because of whatever you're writing.
What are the most important factors students should consider when deciding where they want to study and where they want to go to college?
It depends on the individual. So right now, I advise my students to look at the price ticket or the price of the school and determining with your parents if you think you'd be able to pay for it or afford it. It's up to the individual, really, because everyone has different factors. So, for example, if someone has prepaid, if someone has bright futures, then it behooves you to, stay in Florida, right? If you know that you qualify for the Pell Grant, which is the FAFSA, and you can maximize that at $7,400 this year that it is. So there's certain factors. Now, if you're an affluent family or you know that you can afford a school, then you can take more risks and you can apply to more expensive schools. So it's a lot of factors, but I would definitely focus on, do they have the academic program you have? Besides the finances, right? Do they have the academic program I have? As we have spoken before, the aspect of if you don't want to go to a party school, don't go to a party school. If you want a more smaller school. But if I had to put it, just make sure you're happy with the location. They have the academic programs that you want to study or that you're interested in. And then the aspect of, can I afford it? That would be my main three.
Perfect. Thank you so much for sitting down with us and telling us a little bit about the college application process.
No problem.
It's been great. Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.
Thank you, Mr. Cabrera, for the insight. Another important factor of college that is not often brought into discussion is the money aspect. As high school seniors are looking ahead to college, one of the biggest factors in their decision is cost. The difference in tuition between in-state and out-of-state schools can be eye-opening. Let's look at some numbers. For a Florida resident attending a public university like the University of Florida in-state, tuition and fees are around $6,380 per year. However, for an out-of-state student, tuition and fees at UF jump up to $28,658 per year. That's more than 4 times as much. Private universities can be even more expensive. Vanderbilt University in Tennessee costs about $52,000 per year for any student regardless of residence. Compare that to the $6,380 per year for a Florida resident attending a state school. The difference can really add up over 4 years. A Florida student attending an in-state public university like UF can expect to pay around $25,000 in total tuition over 4 years. An out-of-state public school like Penn State University in Pennsylvania would cost that same student over $108,000 for 4 years of tuition and fees. Digging deeper, let's look beyond just tuition. The total cost of attendance, including room and board, books, transportation, and all other expenses, can be staggering at some colleges. For example, a year at New York University costs over $76,000 per year when you factor in all expenses. A year at University of Florida clocks in around $21,000 by comparison. Scholarships and financial aid can offset some of these costs. Students should be sure to apply for FAFSA and any grant or scholarship they may be eligible for, but aid packages rarely cover the full amount. As you can see, money matters a great deal when choosing a college.
Students don't only go to college for academics. A lot of people can get recruited for athletic scholarships. We may even have some here at Miami Beach Senior High. Let's take a look at what our athletics look like this school year.
This is the High Tide Sports Report. We've had another great week in the High Tide Sports, with the High Tides boys basketball team going 3-0 last week, beating Edison 67-34, Jackson 58-50, and Homestead 60-46. This brings the team to 9-2 on the season. The boys soccer team last week went 1-1, losing to Palmetto 1-0, but bouncing back after a big victory against Booker T 2-0. This gives them a record of 10-5-1 on the season. Also, be sure to attend the boys soccer team's senior night, January 18th.
Rain, sleet, or snow, our athletes play in whatever temperature. We're here with our weather specialist, Joey Oppenheimer, to hear what the weather forecast is coming up for the next week.
Well, thank you, Jed, for having me, first of all. So this week, after a really sunny, pretty warm week, sometimes gray, this weekend looks like it's going to be quite cold, with highs in the 60s on Saturday and Sunday and lows in the upper 50s. One of the coldest weekends we'll have this winter. After that, we should return to some nice warm weather for the rest of the school week.
Perfect. Thank you, Joey. And as for me and the rest of the people here with Miami Beach Senior High News, I hope you have a great weekend, and I hope you have a great week as well.